The 2026 Fantasy Football Draft Order, a dispatch from the edge of civilization. There are moments in a life when a man must stare directly into the abyss and ask the only question that matters: who gets the first pick? We assemble the names, we summon the spirits of bad decisions, questionable draft strategies, and several imaginary lawyers. Then we let pure chance drag its filthy knuckles across the table. The results are below. No trades, no appeals, no recounts. The order has been selected at random, and the reasons are absolutely legitimate in the same sense that a casino is a legitimate retirement plan. The draft order. At pick number 1, where the bear roam. The Bears were already roaming. Nobody wanted to get between them and the first overall pick. This is less a reward than a hostage negotiation. Pick number 2, Bolivia boys. Bolivia is landlocked, which seemed like a tremendous disadvantage until we realized the draft room itself has no ocean access. Advantage, Bolivia. At pick number 3, Kirk's captains. Captains traditionally go down with the ship, and somebody has to be close enough to the lifeboats to grab the good players first. At pick number 4, Al in your ass. The committee unanimously decided that anyone willing to make this pond deserves something. We weren't sure what. 4th seemed appropriately irresponsible. At pick 5, putting on the fits. 5 is a classy number. 5 is the number of fingers on a hand, which is useful for counting the number of beers consumed before the draft becomes legally questionable. At pick number 6, books, beers, and bears. 3 excellent things, arranged in an order that suggests this manager has never successfully completed a Sunday afternoon without a Google search, a six-pack, and an earth sign emergency. Pick number 7, most definitely. The name contains confidence, uncertainty, and the unmistakable smell of a guy who is already telling everyone his sleeper pick. 7 felt inevitable. At number 8, I am Jack's smirking revenge. Nobody knows exactly what the revenge is for. Nobody knows who Jack is. Nobody dared ask. 8th pick, and consider yourself warned. At pick number 9, the Lambeau Leapers. The leap was made. Unfortunately, it was a leap directly over the first 8 draft slots. Still, points for enthusiasm. Number 10, Rise Up Red Sea. The Red Sea was asked to rise. It did. Then it looked at the draft board and realized there were already 9 names ahead of it. Immediately parted it in disappointment. Pick number 11, Christopher B. Christopher B. supplied no explanation, which is exactly the kind of terrifying confidence we respect around here. 11 is not last, it is merely nearly last, which somehow feels worse. And pick number 12, 50 years and beyond. Somebody had to draw the short straw. And no, this is not about her height, but don't confuse 12th with defeat. This is a position from which legends are born, fools are humbled, and one deeply questionable running back somehow becomes the steal of the draft. And now for my final word. So there it is, 12 managers, 12 destinies, 1 draft board waiting to be desecrated. The first pick belongs to where the bear roam, which means the entire league now has several weeks to invent conspiracy theories about collusion, corruption, algorithmic interference, divine intervention, and whether the bears themselves were somehow involved. They were. Nobody can prove otherwise. The rest of you should prepare accordingly. Stock the refrigerator, hide the children, delete your old draft rankings, and for God's sakes, do not let your wife, husband, or significant other know how much time you're about to spend researching a backup tight end. The draft is coming, and may the best bastard win.